Have you ever picked up a book, maybe something like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, read it cover to cover, and then stopped and wondered, okay, am I really using this stuff or did I just read it? Well, welcome to the deep dive. This is where we take a whole bunch of sources, YouTube videos, summaries, reviews in this case, and we really try to boil them down. We pull out the absolute key nuggets of knowledge. And our goal, simple, to help you get genuinely informed and, more importantly, ready to take action. Today we're diving into Think and Grow Rich. Our sources are all those analyses and takes on Hill's classic. And the big question we're tackling isn't just, what's the book about? It's more like, how do you actually put these famous principles into practice? Like, for real results. That's what we want to figure out, how to apply it all correctly, effectively. Okay, let's jump right in. For anyone maybe new to Napoleon Hill, who exactly was this guy, and what makes this particular book, Think and Grow Rich, so, well, legendary?
It's pretty fascinating, actually. Hill wasn't just some theorist making things up. He spent something like 20 years.
Wow, 20 years.
Yeah, really studying the most successful people of his time. Millionaires, big entrepreneurs. He was trying to figure out their secrets. And our sources, they really stress that this book is the result. It's his distillation of their methods.
So it's based on actual success stories.
Exactly. And it's described less like a theory book and more like a practical toolkit, something you can use every day. Hill apparently wasn't interested in people just reading it. He wanted them to do it, to apply the principles.
Okay, so it's about action, not just ideas. And is it purely about getting rich? The title might suggest that, but is that the whole story?
Yeah, that's a great point. And the analyses we looked at, they definitely highlighted that. While rich is obviously in the title, the core message is much broader. It's really about building a success mindset. For, well, anything you want to achieve, it's aimed at anyone looking to make a real shift.
Makes sense.
The fundamental idea is that your mindset isn't fixed. It's something you can actually train, like a muscle, which is, pretty powerful when you think about it.
Okay, I like that. A trainable mindset.
Yeah.
So let's get into those principles. The sources must have broken down the key steps, right? What's the absolute starting point, according to Hill?
Almost universally, the analyses point to desire, or maybe better put, having a really clear goal. That's step one. No negotiation.
Desire. Seems basic enough.
Well, yes and no. The sources dug a bit deeper. It's not just having a goal like, I want more money. It's about defining it with absolute clarity, an exact amount, a specific date. But even more than that, it's about cultivating what Hill called a burning obsession for that goal.
A burning obsession.
Yeah.
That sounds intense. What does that look like?
It means knowing precisely what you want with such intensity that it dominates your thoughts. It needs that emotional fuel. Think about that story of Edwin C. Barnes and Thomas Edison. Barnes didn't just want to work with Edison. He had this all-consuming desire to be his partner.
Right. The guy showed up with basically nothing, no money.
Just the desire. And he stuck around for 5 years doing, pretty basic jobs.
But he never lost sight of the main goal.
Exactly. And when that chance came up with Edison's dictating machines, something others couldn't sell, Barnes jumped on it. Because his desire was laser-focused, he found a way. He saw the opportunity others missed.
That really illustrates the burning part. It wasn't just a wish.
Yeah, and that leads to a question for you listening. Is your goal that clear, that specific? Is it charged with enough emotion to feel like an obsession? Because according to Hill, that intense desire is what fuels the next crucial element, faith.
Faith. Like religious faith.
Not necessarily, more like an unwavering, absolute belief in your own ability to achieve that specific goal. If you don't truly believe it's possible deep down, well, that burning desire just won't catch fire. It'll seem out of reach.
Okay, so desire sets the target. Faith provides the conviction you can hit it. How do you build that kind of solid belief, especially if you have doubts?
That brings us to autosuggestion. This was another big point in the sources. It's a technique, really. You consciously, daily, feed your subconscious mind affirmations about your goal and your belief in achieving it. You repeat them, feel them, visualize them.
Like telling yourself over and over.
Kind of, but it's deeper than just chanting words. It's about mixing those statements with real emotion and belief. Think of it like programming your brain. You're convincing your subconscious that the goal is achievable, even inevitable. So your mind starts working towards it automatically, guiding your actions.
Okay, that makes sense. So you've got the desire, you're building faith with autosuggestion, but then things inevitably get hard, right? Life throws curveballs.
Absolutely. And that's where Hill introduces persistence.
Ah, persistence.
Yeah.
Sticking with it.
Precisely. Without it, that burning desire can easily just fizzle out when you hit the first roadblock or the 10th. Hill says persistence is what carries you through. It helps you see failure not as the end, but as, like, feedback, a signal to maybe change your plan, but never the goal.
Right. Keep the destination fixed, but be flexible on the route.
Exactly. There was this great anecdote in one of the sources about a guy, I think in his 40s, he was bankrupt, felt totally hopeless. Yeah. Stumbled upon Think and Grow Rich. Decided to apply it. He set a clear goal: earn $100,000 in 12 months selling online training.
That's ambitious from bankruptcy.
Totally. And for the first 3 months, nothing. 0 sales. It would have been so easy to quit.
I bet.
But he persisted. He didn't just keep doing the same thing, though. That's key. He tweaked his content. He learned about marketing. He asked for help. He adjusted his approach.
So informed persistence.
Yes. And by month 11, he'd made something like $97,600. Almost hit his goal. It just shows what belief, persistence, and crucially, adapting your actions can do.
That's a powerful story. It really highlights the don't give up but don't be dumb about it aspect of persistence.
Couldn't have said it better. It's not just banging your head against a wall. It's persistent problem solving towards that fixed goal.
Okay, so we've covered the internal work: desire, faith, autosuggestion, persistence. But Hill didn't think success was purely a solo mission, did he?
No, definitely not. And this is a really interesting one, the mastermind group.
The mastermind. I've heard that term a lot. What did Hill mean by it?
It's more than just, hanging out with smart people. It's about forming a deliberate alliance. You find other like-minded individuals who are also driven, and you coordinate your efforts in harmony towards a specific shared purpose, or even just supporting each other's definite purposes.
So it's about synergy.
Exactly. Andrew Carnegie was Hill's big example. He attributed his fortune not just to himself, but to the collective brain power of his mastermind, about 50 people he collaborated closely with. Hill believed that when minds coordinate like that, they create a sort of third mind, an invisible intelligence that's greater than the sum of its parts.
A third mind. That's quite a concept. It definitely reframes collaboration.
It does. And the sources we looked at, they gave some practical tips too, like making sure the group has diverse skills, clear goals for meeting, accountability. It needs structure to really work, not just be a coffee chat.
Right. It's about leveraging that collective knowledge strategically.
Precisely, for specific shared outcomes.
Okay, so we've unpacked quite a bit here. Desire, faith, autosuggestion, persistence, the mastermind. What does this all boil down to for you, the person listening right now?
Yeah, it comes back to that initial question, doesn't it? Are you just knowing this stuff, or are you doing it? Maybe take a quick personal inventory, like right now. Have you actually written down your goals? Are they crystal clear, specific, maybe even a bit obsessive?
Mm-hmm. And do you believe, truly believe, you can hit them? Are you actively reinforcing that belief daily?
Are you taking action? Consistent, persistent action, even when it's tough? Are you adapting and moving forward?
And finally, are you thinking about who you could collaborate with? Are you open to building or joining a mastermind?
These are the real application questions.
It really brings it home. There's this analogy Hill uses, comparing life to a checkerboard. Your opponent, it's time. And if you hesitate, if you don't make your moves decisively, time just sweeps your pieces off the board. Gone. You have the incredible ability to create that burning desire in your mind. There's no downside to having one.
But the sources suggest the cost of not having one, of drifting without clear desire. That cost is failure.
The reward for having one, though, well, that's entirely up to you and the moves you make. So
Wait, what?
what's your next move going to be?